but I used to love Skittles, and I forget what it's like, Skittles and Starters. That was like my favorite candy. And this person, I don't know how they knew that because I don't really share that at work, you know what I mean? But they bought me like a whole mess of it and wrote a little letter like,
Oh, they were there.
appreciate you. And
Oh, they appreciate you.
it could have been a guy, babe. It could have been a guy or a girl. You know.
Right.
They them. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know who it was. What is up, beautiful people? It is your boy Adri,
And your girl, LaShow.
and it is the most wonderful time of the year.
That's right.
Right here at the Make It Make Sense podcast.
A podcast where we are coming at you topic after topic, week after week, to discuss the crazy things we see in this world. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you can stay up to date.
I feel like when I dance like Drake. It's like a freeness of motion. But that's not what we're talking.
That's
Sorry.
not what we're talking about.
I just that's where it was. What we're actually talking about today is who getting a gift this Christmas?
Who gets a gift?
Who gets a gift this Christmas? Because that's what we all thinking. Most of our gifts are already purchased.
Yeah.
But we know the last minute rush, which I feel some type of way about that. Because why y'all doing a last minute rush on my birthday? Because my birthday is the 24th. So why is that the last day?
Hey, it's not. Everybody don't know you.
But now they know. Now y'all know. So if I see y'all up in the store on the 24th,
So you don't buy gifts last minute?
how did this turn around?
Because
it's my birthday.
Because I know you, and one thing I know about you.
I didn't buy your gift last minute. How about that? It was well thought of.
Okay, so let's talk about it then. All right, first and foremost, when we're talking about buying gifts, right? Adult gift giving looks different than kid gift giving. Like the older I got, the gifts got smaller and more spread out. You know, it was like here goes a set of
I need $10 to buy a gift for my friend.
Right.
Now you got to break bank.
For who?
Because people have these unrealistic expectations.
They do.
It's funny because you got people who do too much
Mm-hmm.
and people who do too little, right? And I'm gonna just put this out there, okay? When you go out gift shopping, do not purchase something with the idea that whoever you're buying this for is gonna give you something equivalent. Don't do that because you're gonna be upset. They're either gonna go above, below, or probably nothing at all. So just don't do that.
Well, gifts have to come from the pureness of the heart. I think also this is why, like with adult gift giving, like when we do like Secret Santa or even Dirty Santa or adult gift giving exchanges.
Hold up, pause. What is Dirty Santa?
You never played Dirty Santa? Okay, so Dirty Santa.
No. If you've ever played Dirty Santa, because I know, babe, this one, I'm gonna pitch my tent on this one. No one knows what Dirty Santa is.
That's a lie.
No one knows.
That's a lie.
No one knows, babe.
You
You got some hood games.
A hood game. Yeah. You ever played Dirty Santa?
Hey.
Thank you, Gil. Thank you, Gil.
Wait.
No one's ever.
Wait, hold on.
Say
Dudley.
he's Christian.
Dudley. She can't even hear me. Babe. People, they call it different things. The elephant, the elephant game. Okay.
You grow to Africa? Like, what?
Listen, this like can't buy Gil.
That's embarrassing.
No.
First of all, shout out my boy Gil, who's always, we be here, bro.
Okay, no.
Dirty Santa?
Okay, so it's
Explain
called
Dirty
different
Santa.
things. They call it Dirty Santa. They call it different things. But that's I'll pull out
Baby,
Chat
what else do they
I'll
call
pull it out. I'll pull out Chat
Don't-
GPT right now, cause you're not about to.
In the meantime, while she looks up this erotic game, okay, we're talking about gift giving. Now, there are certain we're again breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
What is it, Gil?
They call it white elf.
White elephant. Where I remember I was saying, yeah, Africa. Okay, white elephant.
White elephant?
Yeah, white elephant.
That don't seem
Dirty
racist
Santa.
to y'all? What happened to the gray elephants and the brown elephants? All elephants matter.
Anywho, Dirty Santa, like there are rules. So ultimately, everyone brings a gift of pretty much an equal amount. Like let's say they say the gift has to cost between $10 to $20 or $5 to $15. Everyone brings a gift.
Gift
You
exchange.
you gotta listen to the rules. Okay. So then we draw numbers. Everyone draws a number. So let's say I've, number 1 or number 10 or whatever. The person, and I'm trying to remember if you start from like the largest number and go all the way to number 1, or if number 1 goes first. Either way it goes, you go in numerical order, either backwards or whatever, and you pick and give. Now, the reason it's called Dirty Santa is because whoever comes after you has a choice. They can either get another gift that's under the tree, or they can take your gift. Or they can take your
But
gift.
have you opened it?
You've opened it. So let's say I've seen it. If any of my sorority sisters watch this, it's so funny. I remember years ago we played Dirty Santa, and there was like a really nice watch that one of my sorority sisters had picked up, loved. Everyone just knew she loved it so much, so we was like, okay, we'll leave it alone.
It sounds like a fight for that.
But another person was like, and took that gift. We felt so bad, but I mean, it was the rules of the game.
But can someone take it from that person?
Yes. So the best number to get is, I think, typically like the last number, because then you've seen every gift except for one.
So that's the cheat code. Oh, so hold on. So you're picking a number. So nobody knows what number you're going to be.
No one knows what number they're going to be. And you're just picking a random gift. So at that point, by the time you get to the last person, everyone has unwrapped a gift. There's one. So now you get a chance.
So you're looking at everybody's stuff like,
yeah.
I get that.
So you can either
choose that last gift.
The last gift, or you could choose any other person's gift that's in their hand.
Now, how does that end something like Uno? Where you came friends and then you leave enemies? Because Uno is a dangerous game. And I feel like this filthy Santa can be even worse.
Dirty Santa.
We
We gotta get you acclimated.
I don't
like
know.
You and Gil, apparently, because y'all didn't know what it was. Okay, that's a real thing. Adult gift giving looks very different. When we try to put pricing caps on it and things. Now they even have the big bag little gift thing going viral all around social media, which I think is really cool, where you come with like fun. Little $5 little things you get from Five Below, whatever.
But it's supposed to be something meaningful for that person.
Yeah, or for the group. Like, if your girls and they love, I've seen women do it. I haven't seen a man do it yet. Maybe you and your boys could get
why we don't
the brotherhood.
Dirty Santa.
But they, you roll it out on the table. People just grab it. It could be lip gloss. It could be gum. It could be, I've seen people bring Stanley cups or whatever little cheap.
Stanley cups are substantial. That's like a decent.
It depends on like whatever pricing cap they put on it. But the whole thing is that, it's not like some $100, $200, $500 gift. Is something that's, 15, 25, whatever the price point may be, but you're getting it for your circle of friends. And I think that's a really cool thing.
Have you ever played the gift exchange at your job, at any one of your jobs?
Probably.
Okay. So if you don't really remember, the question I was going to ask you is, have you been to one of those where as someone, and nobody knows who this person is, but someone buys a gift that is way under the limit? Like, we all know that that's way under.
Yeah.
And then somebody buys one that's way over.
Yeah. I've seen it.
In that situation?
I haven't. I've always been a person, I follow the rules. When it comes to, like, so if you say it's a $15 gift, maybe it's going to be $15.
You won't be that.
Yeah, because, in those type of instances, it's like, yeah, I'm giving from the heart, but especially when they force it, like we're forced to gift giving, then it's like, well, let me just do what I'm supposed to do. All that. Now, if I'm a person that genuinely, like, I saw something, I just want to give it to whomever, great. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to give what I'm supposed to give.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, there was something. I don't know what this is called. Maybe I just don't know the names, the terminology behind it. But at my job, a couple years ago, they did Secret Santa. I think that's what it's called. And so it was like super intention.
Mm-hmm.
You would know who your person is. But even after the person gave you the gift, you would not know who they are. And that was really, someone bought me, my dentist got me an order and said that I need to stop eating candy. But I used to love Skittles, and I forget what it's like, Skittles and Starters. That was like my favorite candy. And this person, I don't know how they knew that, because I don't really share that at work, you know what I mean? But they bought me like a whole mess of it and wrote a little letter like,
Oh, they wrote a letter.
I appreciate you. And
Oh, they appreciate you.
it could have been a guy, man. It could have been a guy or a girl. They
right.
them. whatever. I don't know who it was, but they gave me that, and that was really nice because it kind of created this loving feeling.
Oh, it was a loving.
And
Yeah.
and since you did not know who bought you the gift, right? It was just you come into to the building, and there's a bunch of gifts laid out on the table, and you just got to find your name. So you have no idea out of these 60 people who bought you the gift. So you're looking in everybody's eyes, you're being kind to everybody because you just don't know, and you never do know. And I think that I would like to play something like that again because it creates this environment where you just are grateful and thankful for being there, and you're thankful to everybody. I like that. That
Well,
was
lead
that
the
was a lot.
charge. Go ahead.
That was a
Lead
lot.
the charge. Now, I do have a question. What has been the most thoughtful gift you've received? Especially since this is so close to your birthday, too. Literally, your birthday is tomorrow. Okay. So, what has been the most thoughtful gift you've received?
First of all, this is a cheap plug for LaShawn because I just had the conversation with her that the gift she got me last year was very thoughtful. So
That may not
she
be
is definitely trying to put. I told you this was
I used
one
to-
of the most thoughtful. Some of the gifts I got, I did forget. I'm sorry if you got me a thoughtful gift. But this young lady next to me, she bought me a gift for all of the senses, and I don't want to forget anyone, but touch, taste, smell, hear.
Sight. All right. And you said touch. Touch is feel. So, yes.
Smell, feel,
Sight. What you can see.
And so it was cool because
It was a scavenger hunt, too. Like,
maybe
yeah.
you want me to tell my favorite was? Can I share?
Go ahead.
Clearly we see where this is going. But I mean, hey, you know what? Honor, respect to where it's due. But she got me something for all the senses. And there was one that really stuck out to me. I gotta be careful what I say, how I set this up. So I'm gonna skip what I was gonna say.
Oh, I know. You gotta say that off camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it off camera. So Sean is driving, first of all. So I'm losing my mind. We'll start there. So she's driving and it's nighttime. So it's like, ugh, this is not gonna go well. She takes me to like a go-kart place. So that was the
feel the wind.
Feel the wind, and that was her thing. She wrote me a letter for everything. So we drove there, and I'm thinking, okay, we'll go back home. It's about time for us to go out of town. But she's like, no, I got something else. So she pulls up to this shady spot, the shadiest spot that I've ever seen, right? We pull up, it's a storefront, it's late at night, there's puddles everywhere. The parking lot is kind of fairly manicured. It's not bad, but in terms of like you're bringing me to a plaza that is closed, that's what made it shady. It's not that it was dirty or anything, but it was super shady because like the lights off and jump. So we go into this one spot, and I'm not gonna say what they were selling, but I'm like,
what are we doing?
they probably don't have my size. And so we go in, and now we go into a back room, and I'm like, all right, this is already shady enough. But I go into the back room, and it turns out that this person has a studio in the back.
Yeah.
So I turn around and look at Sean like, okay, you got me good on this one. And we recorded a song.
Yeah.
She made me write my verse right there on the spot. And she wrote a verse right there on the spot.
We might be able to link it. Like,
no,
we could
can't,
upload
We
it.
use the music from a real song.
We might be able to link it like unlisted. And if we can, put it in the description.
So that was kind of cool. So that was a really thoughtful gift, LaShondra. So you asked a very specific question.
Hey, we were just talking about what was the most thoughtful gift, or even your favorite gift. Maybe that wasn't your favorite gift. Was that your favorite?
So I can leave this podcast with my life. It was my absolute favorite. I don't want no problems.
Baby, don't make it sound like this.
But no, I've gotten a couple gifts. But you know what? Because my birthday's so close to Christmas, I take the pressure off people for getting me a gift, and I usually leave town, like I talked about last week. And I just save up to get myself a really good gift, which is a trip out of town, and I do some things out of the country actually.
Yeah,
so that's my gift. But what is your
my most favorite?
memorable or favorite or whatever?
I don't. You know, I'll say this: it wasn't a Christmas gift. I feel like and I'm really bad off because I've had some amazing gifts from people over the years, like family. I've been very thoughtful when it comes to, like, whether it was to helping me decorate my house and buying things specifically for my home, 'cause I didn't do a housewarming, or anything like that. But I would say my favorite gifts, and this is gonna be so biased. Oh my gosh, we're so corny. But probably it's not a Christmas gift, but when you surprised me with the trip to Vegas, and I had no idea because it was such a huge surprise. And I'm big on, like, my favorite type of gifts are gifts to where thought and time goes into it. So for instance, with him doing the five senses, and I wrote like a riddle for each one, so he guessed before we went, like, what do you think this is? Like, it took time to put those things together, to order the different things, to make the schedule. I like time. Like, if you put time into it, it's my favorite, even if it seems minute. So it wouldn't have to be a trip, but knowing that, like, the way he set this up, like, I couldn't know anything, and he was giving me instructions on what to pack, and I was like, I could only bring a backpack or whatever, and I was like, oh, what the, where we go? Like, if you know me, then you know I overpack. So
Yes, Lord.
so
Holy.
to do everything with just a backpack and then end up at the airport, didn't know I was going to the airport.
I had to tell her that we were taking a bus because in her mind, if I told her we were taking a trip, she's bringing a suitcase. So I was like, oh, no, we're going to take a bus somewhere.
Yeah, so I thought that made me feel very happy. It made me feel very thought of, just in terms of, like, your execution of it. And then, you made it a group affair, so there were other people invited, but from the hotel to everything, you really, like, just took care of stuff. So I had to worry about very minimal things, and that made me feel good. If I don't have to worry about nothing and it's thought of, okay. Oh, yes, Gil. Thank you, Gil. Our song is gonna be on our Patreon.
That's where we'll put this on.
We're gonna put it on our Patreon. So subscribe. Link will be in the bio. Okay.
Yeah, that's back to her gift.
That's the gift from
that.
last year. Y'all got it. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get it. And
Check this
that's
out.
where we're gonna have, like, all of our
And
exclusive
it
content.
was off the dome. It was off the dome. So forgive whatever you hear. Okay, it was off the dome, but
because he sings in there. He hits a high note. Okay, babe. Moral of the story.
Moral of the story, there really is no more. I mean, get gifts for people that you really care about. You know what? Let's run the list down. Who's getting the gift this year? Who's getting the gift? Is your mom getting the gift?
Yes.
Hold on. You get a yes, a no, or a pass.
Okay.
Because you don't want no drum,
Okay.
right? Your mom's getting the gift.
Yeah.
Pop's getting the gift. Damn, yo, why do dads get done? Like, if I have a son or a daughter, don't be like,
you know what?
Pops,
My
Pops
father, we
gets a gift from me.
Okay, good.
I don't care if you get a gift from me.
Father, if you watch this, you know my heart. We good. We
No,
good.
ain't no
now
heart.
in 2025.
Your boss. Your
Nope.
boss at no?
No.
Any of your coworkers?
For what? They get a text or a Slack.
How about your people who are in your program, enrolled into your program for speaking?
They might get a discount. So please, if you're not following Pitch please follow Pitch 365 on all platforms for my holiday specials to work on.
All right. So yeah, your man.
Absolutely, 1000%.
How many gifts is he getting?
Well, you got your birthday, so all the surprises are already ready and loaded. Your birthday, and then we do a separate.
You know that I don't actually need any gifts for you.
Yeah.
I don't, because I enjoy you, and that is a gift on you.
Boy, don't be trying to flirt with me on this podcast.
I'm not even used to getting gifts like that. Like, I'm really good. If you didn't get me a gift, it would absolutely not change anything. I'm very serious.
Well,
and it's awkward for me getting gifts because I don't usually get them. So when I get a gift, it's like, you see how I acted when you got me the gift. It was so weird that, like, I didn't even want to open it in front of her. So for me, now, you know what? There is one gift that our audience could get for us. What is that?
Subscription to our Patreon.
That too. And subscribe right here to the podcast. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm not going to have her run a list down for me, because if you get the gift, you get the gift.
Well, we already know at least one person getting the gift.
Well, I mean, that whole statement I made was because I wasn't going to necessarily. But my name is Adri, and this is
your girl, Lachelle. And as always, remember, life can be chaotic.
Guess
But if you're gonna make it,
Wigs, bundles, front.
We've been doing this for 2 seasons, and this man can't get it right.
And I'm so
It's the
happy.
same
Every other
thing.
episode, I got it.
For one, all right, life can be chaotic, but if you're gonna survive,
If you're gonna survive it,
you gotta make it make sense. Merry Christmas,
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
Holidays.
y'all.
So how am I doing on the birthday surprises? Scale of 1 to 10.
A1, 10 plus, 20 plus, all that. You doing this?
Oh, but there's more.